What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. One of my favorite studios has got to be A24. A24 is a studio that, they came out of nowhere in 2013. And since then, I think A24 has been crushing it lately with their movies. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite A24 movies. Now, I recently just did my 10 favorite A24, I should say, I recently did my 8 favorite A24 movies of this year. You could look for that on my page. But now I'm going to do my 10 favorite A24 movie, like almost any A24 movies of any year. So that being said, here's my 10 favorite A24 movies. All right. Coming in at number 10 will be the film American Honey. Now, American Honey is a fantastic movie. It starred Sasha Lane and Shia LaBeouf. This actress, Sasha Lane, she literally came out of nowhere, and I thought she was fantastic in American Honey. The chemistry she had with Shia LaBeouf was amazing. In American Honey, Sasha Lane plays the role of Star, who's a teen girl from a troubled home, and she runs away with a traveling sales crew that drives across the American Midwest, selling subscriptions door to door. And she also finds her feet in this gang of teenagers, one of whom is played by Shia LaBeouf, and she gets into the group's lifestyle of hard-partying nights, law-bending days, and also young love. You even got Elvis's granddaughter, Riley Coe, in this. Riley Coe needs to be in more stuff. She's a really terrific actress. Yet again, she's the granddaughter of Elvis, so the talent runs in the Presley families. It was also directed by Fish Tank director Andra Arnold. She really did a good job at directing. The story was amazing. It had some good cinematography. It was a little long, I will admit. I think they could have probably cut down a little bit. But other than that, it's a really amazing film. And since then, I'm glad to see Sasha Lane doing more stuff. She was recently. I saw her in the movies "Heartbeat Loud" and that Camera Post movie she did with Chloe Moretz, and she also is in that new Hellboy reboot. So her career is going to be growing now. And Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, he does some stupid stuff, but you know what? Shia LaBeouf is a terrific actor. Put the stupid stuff that he does aside. Every time, once in a while, when Shia LaBeouf is on screen, he nails a good performance, and here he really proves how good he is. I just wish he stops doing dumb stuff, But yeah. If you guys still haven't had a chance to check out American Honey, give it a go. It's really good. Coming in at number 9 would be The Florida Project. Now, this film scored Willem Dafoe a Oscar nomination. I think it. I would have been happy if Willem Dafoe had won for this film. Willem Dafoe, he was terrific. Yeah, again, he's Willem Dafoe. He's always terrific. Now, this movie is also, I guess you could say, a coming of age story as well. Now, The Florida Project is directed by the amazing director Sean Baker, and it's pretty much a deeply moving and unforgettable look at childhood and set on a stretch of a highway just outside the imagined utopia of Disney World. I'm curious how they were able to get the rights for Disney World in this, by the way. And the film follows, a 6-year-old named Monique, played wonderfully by newcomer Brooklyn Prince, and it also features her a rebellious mother, played wonderfully by Bria Vital. And over like the course of a single summer, the two live week to week at the Magic Castle, which is a budget hotel managed by Bobby, played by William Defoe. This is a really terrific movie. Brooklyn Princess, I mean, she's only 6 years old, and she actually gave the better performance out of any other actresses of last year. You know, it was something when a 6 year old is actually a better actress than adult actresses. Because I thought Brooklyn Prince was fantastic in this movie. William Defoe, I mean, of course he was good. I'm at the ending. I never really cared for. I kind of wish they did more with the ending. But other than that, it's a really good movie. And this actress named Bria Venturi, who plays the rebellious mother, she needs to be in more stuff. I think she's a really terrific actress, and here she proves how good she really is. I mean, her and Brooklyn Prince, those two came out of nowhere. Like before Florida Project, I never even seen or heard of them, and they crushed out of the parts in their acting debut because they were amazing. Yeah, if you guys still haven't seen Florida Project yet, check it out. It's a really amazing movie. All right. Coming in at number 8 is the film Good Time. Now, if you guys, now this film stars Robert Pattinson, and you know what? Yeah, Robert Pattinson was in Twilight, blah blah blah. But if you want to think, but if you don't believe how much of a good actor Robert Pattinson could be, watch him in Good Time. He blew me away in this movie. I mean, Robert Pattinson shows that he could do more than just Twilight and all. He was wonderful in this. I mean, the film is directed by these directors named Benny and Josh Safdie, who are actually known as the Safdie brothers. Benny Safdie actually has like a role in this as well, where he plays Robert Pattinson's brother. It's a really intense drill ride. I mean, you also had Jennifer Jason Leigh in this. It had some really good cinematography. The story was good. I mean, this is a really good movie. And I gotta say, Robert Pattinson should have gotten an Oscar nomination for this. Like, he was completely that good. And the Safdie brothers actually have a new directing movie coming out next year called Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. I'm actually looking forward for that one. But Good Time it's a really amazing movie. All right. Coming in at number 7 is the Oscar-winning movie Moonlight. Moonlight is a really terrific movie. I mean, it's directed by Barry Jenkins, who also has that new movie If Beale Street Could Talk opening next month. I mean, Moonlight it's a really terrific story. It's actually a 3-part story in this that take the look at 3 defining chapters in the life of this young black man named Chiron, who grows up in Miami, and his epic journey to manhood is guided by the kindness, support, and love of the community that helps raise him. Mahershala Ali won his acting nomination for this. Mahershala Ali was fantastic in this movie. Oh, speaking of Mahershala Ali, can't wait for Green Book, by the way. I know I always keep mentioning Green Book, but I always gotta mention Green Book. But anyway, also the actors who played the character of Chiron. I mean, Trevante Rose played the older version, while Ashton Sanders played the teen version of Chiron. And the one who played the kid Chiron, who's also on that show, The Chi, he was pretty good too. I mean, the film also has really good cinematography. Barry Jenkins, who directed the film, did such a good job with directing. It had, I can't really mention this, but it had good cinematography. Like I said, good acting. Such a wonderful movie, and it's also kind of a romance too. And like I said, also it's A24's first Oscar win. So this, and of course, remember the Oscars when I mean, it pretty much technically beat out La La Land, but La La Land actually won for a few minutes, and then then I guess like they screwed up on the envelope, and then it ended up going to Moonlight. That was the most craziest things in Oscar history, but kudos to Moonlight. And I'm actually looking forward for Jenkins, if Beale Street could talk, by the way. All right, coming in at number 6 will be Lady Bird. Now, Lady Bird was the directorial debut by Greta Gerwig, and stars Saoirse Ronan, who was nominated for Best Actress at the Oscar for this. Laurie Metcalf did a wonderful job at playing her mother. I mean, this was a pretty good coming of age story. Saoirse Ronan was amazing at playing the role of Lady Bird. You even had Timothy Chalamet, Lucas Hedges. Now, Lucas Hedges and Timothy Chalamet, I'm pretty sure are going to be competing at the Oscars because I'm pretty sure Timothy Chalamet is most likely going to get a nomination for Beautiful Boy, while Lucas Hedges might get a nomination for Boy Erase or Mid-90s or Ben is Back, either one of those three. But yeah, anyway, Lady Bird is a really good movie. And it also scored a Best Picture nomination at the Oscars. And I think it won something. I think it won for the Golden Globes. Well deserved. Amazing movie. Yeah, I mean Lady Bird is really good. And I can't wait to see what Greg Gerwig does next, which I believe her next film is that Little Women adaptation. So I'm glad to see Greg Gerwig doing, directing more stuff because she did a really good job in this. All right, coming in at number 5 is The Spectacular Now. Now, this one starred Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. And this film was also directed by James Ponstote. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. This is a really cute little film. I really like the romance chemistry between Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. And of course, they also worked together on the Divergent films. They were much better in this movie, by the way. And it's also and the film is also based on a YA novel. Spectacular Now is a really good romance film. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it had good chemistry. Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley both gave good performances. You even had Jennifer Jason Leigh in this. Oh, you also had Brie Larson, Kyle Chandler. Pretty good cast. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen Spectacular Now by now, no pun intended, definitely give Spectacular Now a go. It's another really good A24 film. All right. Coming in at number 4 is Ex Machina. Ex Machina is definitely one of the most original sci-fi movies of the past years. Alicia Vikander as a robot, perfect. Also, you also had Star Wars actors Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson in this. Cinematography in this movie is fantastic. The performances was also great. And Alicia Vikander looked amazing as a robot. Yeah, she always looks amazing. But anyway, Ex Machina. If you guys have not had a chance to check out Ex Machina, definitely give it a go because it's really good. Coming in at number 3 is Room. Now, Room actually won Brie Larson her first Oscar she won her first Oscar for this movie, and well deserved. Brie Larson was incredible in this movie. I mean, this movie was a really intense film. It was pretty intense because Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay played mother and daughter who's been locked, like who's been kidnapped and been locked away for a long time, and ever since Brie Larson's character was pregnant, they've been locked away, and they finally end up escaping, and it's really amazing, and it's also based on a book. I mean, it was also directed by Lenny Aberson, who recently did that A Little Stranger movie. Room it's wonderful. Brie Larson gave probably her best performance of her career. Jacob Tremblay is a kid you should keep your eye out for. I mean, since Room, he's been popping up a lot. I mean, he was just in the Predator movie. He was in that movie Wonder. Can't wait for Good Boys, by the way. And I gotta say, Jacob Tremblay should have scored an Oscar nomination for this. He was that good. Also, you have some others like supporting players like William H. Macy, Joan Allen. Pretty good supporting casts. Oh, and Sean Bridgers as like the villain was pretty good. I mean, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Room yet, give it a go. It's really good. Coming in at number 2 is Spring Breakers. Now, this movie was directed by Harmony Korine. Spring Breakers it's awesome. I mean, it's a little weird, I will admit that. And it's kind of odd to see Disney stars like Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez in a movie like this. James Franco as like the gangster here. I mean, James Franco was amazing in this movie. I mean, James Franco had like grills, he had major tattoos on him. He literally looked unrecognizable. And I think it's James Franco's best working years. He played that role perfectly. And you know who else was good in this? Gucci Mane. I mean, it was surprising to see how good Gucci Mane was actually in this movie. Because before this, I'd never seen Gucci Mane act or anything like that. But he was actually pretty good in Spring Breakers. And also, like, the beginning actually felt like a music video. I found that pretty cool. This thing did have some good music in it. I mean, yeah, if Spring Breakers is a really good film. And I actually can't wait for Harmony Korine's follow-up, which is The Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey. Can't wait for that one. But Spring Breakers is a really good one. All right. Speaking of James Franco, my number 1 pick is The Disaster Artist, which is actually a movie about the making of one of the most notorious bad movies ever, The Room. The Disaster Artist it's really funny and awesome. I mean, if it featured James Franco as Tommy Wiseau, who of course directed and starred in The Room. And I mean, you also had Dave Franco. He was really good. Seth Rogen was in this. I mean, Disaster Artist, it's a really fun film. It's really funny. James Franco gave a good performance. I think that he should have gotten an Oscar nomination for this. But of course, this movie like came around when around the time when James Franco was being accused of sexual misconduct. So I guess that could have hurt his Oscar chances. But I still thought he was good in this movie. And if you guys haven't seen The Disaster Artist by now, give it a go. I mean, James Franco really embodied the role as Tommy Wiseau. And heck, Tommy Wiseau actually appeared in the movie as well, so I found that pretty cool. And Tommy Wiseau himself actually liked this movie too. So, yeah, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out The Disaster Artist, check it out. It's definitely A24's best work. All right, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite A24 movies. Let me do that quick rundown. 10, American Honey. 9, The Florida Project. 8, Good Time. 7, Moonlight. 6, Lady Bird. 5, The Spectacular Now. 4. Ex Machina. 3. Room. 2. Spring Breakers. 1. The Disasters. Now, there's a few other like A24 movies that came out this year I could have added. 8th Grade was good. Mid-90s was amazing. There's a few other ones I could have added, like Bling Ring, the one with Emma Watson. That was a good one. Kevin Smith's film Tusk. The End of the Tour. 20th Century Women. Krisha. Barry Lefa. Green Room. Swiss Army Man. Boy, A24 has done a lot in the past years. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us in 2019. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite A24 movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.